Every child is born, but no two children are born alike. Everyone will go their different directions in life and gain different achievements. This is a short documentary about dyslexia and about how you, the viewer, can achieve anything with a little bit of hard work and self-belief. I spoke to Ian Howard, a biology teacher, about how he helps his students who have dyslexia and how they perform academically in all of his classes.
I've taught a number of students over the years with dyslexia, and what I've found is that they split into two categories. The ones that will seek help and ones that really don't seek help. And the ones that do, I think with support from their parents, make great strides. Obviously ones that don't, and they tend to find life rather difficult. I think basically the ones that don't, for whatever reason, seem to regard themselves as not as clever as everybody else, that they don't get it and so on, they can't work as fast, etc. But often if they're given some help and obviously diagnosis and some support, they make great strides in their learning progress. Everybody's different. I found that there isn't really one catch-all, one typical person with dyslexia. There are many levels and ranges and difficulties, and most students that have this problem have been diagnosed. They actually tell me, or I encourage them to say, what they actually need in terms of materials. They seem to work around it and with me.
Living with a child with dyslexia can cause a lot of emotional stress within a household. I've come to speak to a mother who has been through the ups and downs of her daughter's education and speak to her about what they have achieved together. When did you first realise that your daughter suffered from dyslexia?
I had my suspicions when she was about 7. I noticed that she was having problems with her reading books. We approached the school, but the school gave us no support at all, so we hired a private tutor that used to come into the house and give Rebecca maths and English lessons once a week. We also introduced a lot of phonic games and flashcards. We had flashcards around the house to try and help her along with her phonics.
And what was it like living with a child with dyslexia?
Bit of a nightmare really. She was very, very untidy, so unorganised and forgetful, so forgetful, and homework times became very stressful. My daughter would be very anxious over her reading, and a lot of rivalry came in with other siblings of the family, so yeah, very stressful.
And how did you help your daughter achieve academically?
Again, we just persevered with the private tutor. A lot of it was down to my daughter herself. She was very, very determined that she was not going to be put down. She realised herself that she was not stupid, that she could do it. And like I say, you know, private tutor and her own determination got her through it. I supported her as much as I could, but basically it was down to her.
I spoke to a couple of students of different ages to see how they achieve their dreams without letting their dyslexia get in their way.
I struggle with my spelling because I always get my words wrong and some of my reading. My teacher comes and helps me and I have extra spelling lessons in break and get extra homework. I like reading and I like reading football books and this book. I also like reading Michael Monpergo books, like Warhorse and the Butterfly Lion.
I was diagnosed with dyslexia when I was 10 or 11 years old. I think I was in year 6 or 7, moving up to secondary school, and a teacher picked it up and I took a test and I was diagnosed with dyslexia. I've definitely achieved what I wanted to achieve, and I'm not sure if my education's been harder, but it definitely takes me longer to do stuff. I've noticed like when peers do work, they usually get it done before me, and if they're doing research, they tend to get their research done a lot quicker than I do. But other than that, I would say I'm achieving the same grades as my peers. It just takes me a little while longer to get there.
I'm out of time for now, but just remember, you could be a butcher, a baker, or even a candlestick maker. Just don't let your dyslexia get in the way of you achieving your dreams. Thank you for watching, and remember, you are not alone.